you come to think about self-esteem, most men don't really talk about it. As a young boy, you always raised show strength, don't show no weakness. And so sometimes you have those weaknesses that's inside you, and on the shell, you try to show this hard exterior, but you down on the inside. I think for me, my parents raised me in church, and so I knew most of the right things to do, and getting in school and everything that your parents taught you is different from the environment that you get sat into. It's kind of hard to keep what they taught you at home, where your reality is something totally different. I wasn't really into girls early, so I was more so trying to be a kid still. My voice was high pitched, so they said, "Oh, Ricky a faggy. He don't like girls, or he ain't had sex yet. He a virgin." And so I think I created in myself like a whole different character, somebody who I wasn't, so I wouldn't get picked on. So I would try to be this tough guy or talk to a whole bunch of females to make it seem as though, okay, I'm cool now, leave me alone. And it's kind of hard trying to be a guy talk about these things, because it's like, oh, he weak, or he's showing signs of weakness. But I think actually me probably talking about it, I'm really dealing with some issues now, just really bringing them up. Even trying to impress my dad. My dad was a big basketball player, and I had like 0 basketball skills. And I would just try to train and just to, I guess, get his approval, his affirmation from it. And then look, I can play now. It's like being a guy is just totally different. Anything that you're dealing with more so internally, you feel like it's a solo battle. I think now, more so with what helped me a lot is when I got married. I think that was probably the transition for my self-esteem. Because somebody actually got to dig through the layers, and it's not just the Ricky that everyone else knows, but the one that's vulnerable. And so when I got to share those things, she began to help me realize that, it's okay to even discuss these things. Because I never really discussed them before. There's always been like an inner turmoil, I guess, and trying to find out who I really am. I think now, like today, I think me being grounded in my word has really helped build my self-esteem to where as though I can be confident and enough to where as though I can live a Christian life and really not have to worry about how everybody else perceives me. I think for men, it's good to have somebody that you can actually have an outlet to and really be who you are and feel comfortable with it. I feel like a lot of time we put on this macho facade trying to cover up that soft spot so that, don't nobody find out like, oh, I'm not this hardcore, or my exterior is not who I really am in my interior. So, I mean, if I could tell 16-year-old Ricky anything, what would I tell him? I know they always say don't die a carbon copy, but I always think about how we supposed to be made in God's image. And how God's so, omnipresent. You can't just fit them inside of one category. There's many categories or many different personalities. And when everybody try to be the same person, that's not really a reflection of truly who God is. So if I could tell myself anything at 16, stand for Christ. Don't be afraid to stand out. People need it. Because you being comfortable in who you are, and give somebody else the encouragement to be who they are.